I designed a 3D printed gearbox to multiply torque, but how much force can it actually handle before it breaks? This gearbox fits on a standard Nema17 stepper motor and provides a 4:1 gear reduction using a planetary gear system, so I should be able to generate roughly 4 times the torque. I designed it to be stackable so that I can keep multiplying the torque until it hits its limit. To test it out, I printed 3 gearboxes so that I can get a reduction of 4:1, 16:1, and 64:1. This should be enough to thoroughly test the gearbox and see what it can do. So what is going to break first? The motor, the gearbox, or maybe just the testing rig? I kept the design simple and reliable. Each stage requires 2 bearings, 2 screws, 2 threaded inserts, and a handful of 3D printed parts. The output then requires 2 screws and some more threaded inserts. I prefer using threaded inserts to add reliability to the parts, especially if you're going to be assembling and deassembling it frequently. And using my stealth press makes it quick and easy. I use bearings on both ends of the carrier to help keep it aligned in the center and reduce friction. I would have used bearings on the planet gears as well, but it is rather hard to find bearings small enough to fit those gears. Each stage is mounted with 2 screws on opposite corners. This aligns with the mounting pattern on Nema17 motors and allows me to use the same length screw regardless of the number of stages that I add. I printed everything in PLA using 0.2mm resolution with the default 15% infill. I could increase the infill or use a stronger filament, but this should be a good starting point. Now it's time to start testing. I want to start testing with just the motor to get a baseline for comparing the gearbox. I attached the motor to the testing rig, up at the top, and added a winch to the output. I'm going to measure the performance by seeing how much weight it's able to lift. I'm going to start off with just 3 pounds or 1.36 kilograms. Good, it was able to lift 3 pounds without much effort. Now let's move on to 5 pounds or 2.27 kilograms and see how it does. As soon as the motor started, it started skipping steps, so 5 pounds will be the upper limit. Now we can add the gearbox and see how well it does. I'm going to start with just one stage, so it will only provide a 4:1 gear reduction. I'm going to start off with 5 pounds. If the gearbox works, the motor shouldn't have a problem. It sounded like it skipped a step, but overall, it worked quite well. Now let's increase it to 8 pounds or 3.6 kilograms and see how far we can push it. Well, it seemed to work well enough. Time to increase the weight to 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms. The motor started skipping before even getting halfway up, so 10 pounds is the limit for just one gearbox. This is a little disappointing. If the motor can lift 3 pounds by itself, with a 4:1 gear reduction, it should be able to lift at least 12 pounds. So apparently, this gearbox isn't super efficient. But it did succeed lifting more weight than it did without it. Anyway, my goal was to see how long until I break the gearbox, and we're not there yet. So let's move on to a 2-stage gearbox. This should give us a 16:1 gear reduction. Let's start with 10 pounds. With a 16:1 gear reduction, it is moving 16 times slower, so I'm going to speed up the footage. Well, it seemed to do that just fine, so let's increase to 15 pounds or 6.8 kilograms. Now, at this point, I'm starting to get a little worried about the amount of weight I have suspended over my desk by a thin string attached to some printed parts. I really don't want to damage my desk, so I added some cardboard boxes under the weights as padding. And it seemed to handle 15 pounds just fine. Now let's increase it again to 20 pounds or 9 kilograms. But before I was able to get the extra weight added, I found the first failure. The threaded insert that I used to hold the spool fell out. I have a different output that has 4 threaded inserts, but I don't have a spool that can attach to that. So I will just have to print another output in a different filament and hope that it lasts. So while it is going up, you can hear a lot of cracking. So it looks like it isn't going to last much longer. But it did make it all the way up, so I can consider that a success. Since it is starting to crack, and I still have one more stage to try, I was going to start testing the 64:1 gear ratio. I'll start it off with the same 20 pounds. Okay, it finally broke. Though it was only the spool. It broke off at the base, mostly between layer lines. It looks like the parts that were held in place by the screw remained mostly intact. It was just everything else that ripped off at the base. Anyway, I achieved my goal of breaking something, so I'm going to end the test here. I was really surprised with how much this was able to lift. If the spool didn't break, and I wasn't worried about damaging my desk, I could have kept going. I opened it up and looked at the gears, and they still look like new, so they could have handled a lot more weight. Maybe I need to design a better spool, move this to the garage, and try again. If you are interested in trying this out for yourself, I've released the model on printables. A link is in the description. I would like to use this gearbox for future projects. I'm not sure what yet, so if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe for future projects. Thanks for watching.